Okay, now, what if we're trying to clean up denominators that have complex numbers in it? So, for instance, and I'm going to, we're continuing a conversation from an earlier video. That's why I can use the 5 instead of 1. Okay, so example number 5, negative 6 over 7i. What does that equal? Well, we're going to multiply both the top and the bottom by I in this case, because that's going to let us say that we've got negative 6i on the top and over 7i squared. Now, if you remember, I squared is simply negative 1. So what we're going to end up with is negative 6i over 7 times negative 1. And that's finally going to give us negative 6i over negative 7, or just 6i over 7. So that's our first one there. That is our first one there. Okay, cool. So let's take another look. Let's take a look at another one. I've got 3i over 7i. Okay, now this is kind of a trick question because I can just cancel these i's out and end up with 3 over 7. But let's see if what we've learned is going to get us there, okay? So I'm going to multiply both the top and the bottom by I, okay? And that's going to give me 3i squared over 7i squared, which is 3 times negative 1 over 7 times negative 1, which is negative 3 over negative 7, which is 3/7. So yes, just going ahead and canceling out those i's would have worked. Okay, so let's go ahead and erase all the ink and do 7 and 8. So number 7, I've got 5 over 2 minus 3i. And I'm going to use that same property that I was telling you about before, where I'm going to be able to say that, a minus b times a plus b is equal to a squared minus b squared, okay? And I'm going to use that because I'm going to try and, square negative 3i, or square the I in 3i and get that negative number, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use what's called the complex conjugate, okay? I'm going to multiply both the top and the bottom by 2 plus 3i, okay? 2 plus 3i, all right? And that's going to, on the top, I'm going to get 10 plus 15i. On the bottom, I'm going to get 2 times 2 is 4. That's 4 minus, okay, 9i squared, because I get to square that second part, right? Which is going to be the same as 10 plus 15i over 4 minus 9 times negative 1, which is going to be the same as plus 9. And my ultimate answer is going to be 10 plus 15i over 4 plus 9, which is 13. Okay, so that's how that one works. All right, and let's do that last one. Number 8 says 2i over 6 plus 5i. Again, we're going to look for that conjugate. We're going to multiply both the top and the bottom by 6 minus 5i. Okay, because that's the conjugate of 6 plus 5i. Okay, and that's going to give us on top, it looks like 12i minus 10i squared. And on the bottom, that's going to give us 36 minus 25i squared. Okay? In both cases, you're going to end up with, so I've got 12i minus 10 times negative 1 over 36 minus 25 times negative 1. In the case of the top, the negative 10 times the negative 1 is going to give me a positive 10. And I'm going to switch places because it's a complex number. And I'm going to end up with 10 plus 12i. And on the bottom, I'm just going to go ahead and add 36 plus 25. 36 plus 25, which quickly looks like it's 61. So it's going to be 10 plus 12i over 61. And there you go.